Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to review the YieldMax estimates that I've come up with for Group A. So this week is for Group A, which will be paid out by the end of the week. The declaration day is actually tomorrow. Typically, I aim to have these videos out by Sunday, but didn't happen this time. So we're just basically the evening before. So let's get right into it. All right, quick tech check. There we go. Okay, so what we've got, the funds that are in Group A, we've got Berkshire, we've got Crash, which is the inverse Tesla fund, and then we've got FEET, 5E, we've got GUI, OARK, SNOY, TSLY or TSLY, TSMY, XOMO, and YBIT. So let's do this real quick here. I think I already gave a little spoiler alert. But anyway, so the last payout for Berkshire, we were very close on our estimate last time. It was 50 cents. For Crash, it was 22 cents. For FEET, it was $1.44. For 5E, it was $1.03. For GUI, it was 31 cents. For OARK, 34 cents. For SNOY, it was 47 cents. For TSLY, 39 cents. For TSMY, 64 cents. For XOMO, 36 cents. And for YBIT, it was 38 cents. Okay, so, and for those of you tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Please remember to smash that like button and comment away what your favorite fund in this group is, and also what you think the highest dividend will be. So in terms of volatility, our highest volatility right now was seen actually with the SNOW ticker, and followed very closely by Tesla. Of course, Tesla, we can pretty much assume, is typically going to be one of the most volatile stocks of the bunch, as it typically is. And then we had some more volatility with TSMY. Actually, OARK was our next highest in terms of volatility. So typically, the higher the volatility, the higher the dividend. And a lot of times they exceed our expectations. So the highest priced Berkshire, which is the newest one, 47.47. We're also getting one for DraftKings. Let me check and see if that one's out yet. Let's see. Let me just do this up here real quick. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming very soon. And then we'll get a dividend. It's going to be ticker symbol DRAY, like Dre. All right. So Crash has absolutely crashed. It's down to 458. FEET is $35. 5E is $38.51. GUI is $13.07. OARK is $8.80. SNOY is $15.75. TSLY still down in the gutter, $7.69. Actually, I was just looking December of last year. It got back to almost $18. That might have been a good sell point. Anybody that thinks they should have sold their Tesla a while ago, smash the like button. If not, smash the like button or comment. Comment if you're in Tesla, or if you're invested in any of these at all, definitely comment. I'm in, how many am I in? I'm in TSLY, and I think that's the only one from this list. So yeah, Tesla, still holding the bag on that one. So yeah, TSMY $16.19, XOMO $12 current price, and YBIT $10.73. As far as yield, Crash is one of the highest at almost 60%. So is Tesla, 62% approximately. And then we got a lot of them that are like FEET is 50%, which is phenomenal for a fund like that. OARK is 50%. And then so what you all will notice that I've done, as I do every week, and I think some of my estimates are going to shock you. In fact, I didn't even really look once I did them. I didn't really pay attention to which ones were the highest, which ones were the lowest. So my own estimates are going to shock me as I go through them. So annualized, we would get a $6.22 dividend for Berkshire based on the last dividend. Basically, I'm doing column F times column E. The annual yield times the current price, 622. 273 would be the annual dividend for Crash, 1748 for FEET, 1270 for 5E, 424 for GUI, 441 for OARK, 565 for SNOY, 476 for Tesla. Still, you know, a phenomenal dividend yield. TSMY 794, 442 for XOMO, and then YBIT 497. Now, what I've been doing, because I anticipate that before the end of the year, 2025 here, I anticipate we're going to start seeing daily dividends. So I'm already getting out ahead of it. And ironically, we've got Profit Google commenting. He said, "Do we really need all these funds?" I'm going to ask Jay, or I'll ask him. I'll ask him on your behalf next time he's on. I'll say, "Hey, Jay, do we really need all these funds?" I mean, more funds equal more buzz, more business, more inflow of money into the company, right? Okay, so the daily estimated dividend for Berkshire is 2 cents. And this is based on 250 trading days in the year because we subtract weekends and holidays, basically. So 1 cent for crash. So that's basically what you would get per day. 7 cents for feet, 5 cents for 5E. That's phenomenal for a daily dividend per share. GUI 2 cents. OARK 2 cents. The next several, SNOY and TSLY 2 cents a day. 3 cents for TSMY, 2 cents for XOMO, and then YBIT 2 cents. And these are the percent volatilities here. Now, okay, next thing I want to point out, next thing I want to say here. Last time we talked to Jay about daily dividends, he said it would be complicated because you're going to have the brokerages basically build out the infrastructure, basically accommodate them. I do believe that can happen very quickly, and I do believe it will, especially when the brokerages see that it's going to increase their volume of trading and assets under management. I think it'll definitely happen. And now for the big reveal, drum roll. All right, so we've got, for estimates, we've got 57 cents for Berkshire, so we're going up. For Crash, we've got 16 cents, lower than our last one. For Feet, we've got 81 cents. For 5E, we've got 89 cents. We've got 30 cents for GUI, so almost right on par with our last month's dividend. For OARK, we've got 26 cents. For SNOY, we've got 70 cents, so that's almost double or very much higher than what we got last month. For TSLY, I'm estimating 26 cents, so a bit lower. And honestly, I'd rather it be lower and help preserve the NAV, right? For TSMY, I'm estimating 41 cents. For XOMO, I'm estimating 20 cents. And for YBIT, last but not least, 28 cents. As far as the actuals, they all have question marks because we don't know yet. So we're basically getting all of these tomorrow, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We're getting 11 of them tomorrow, plus the weeklies. So what I want to do also is go over the weeklies as well. Yeah, SMCI. I have some holdings in SMCI. So some of you might say that my strategy might be backfiring on me a little bit. But here's the deal. I actually calculated this today to kind of deviate off topic. Basically, where I am with SMCI, yeah, I went far out as far as the strike price. But what I would take in premium, and actually, well, let me finish this thought first. What I'm going to take, what I've already taken in premium, the net will basically be where SMCI is going to open, or excuse me, SMCX, where it's going to open tomorrow. So not too bad. And then once I roll my NVDL puts, which I'm planning on doing very soon, once I hit basically Friday, hopefully, market and God willing, once that happens, I'll probably sell to open more SMCX. I know, crazy, right? Just doubling down. Coach has lost his mind, right? But no, what I'm going to do from that point, it's basically dollar cost averaging. And then if I get assigned, I get assigned. I believe in MCI long term. Like I'm kind of an extremist when I'm like, all right, do I think this company's going to go bankrupt? No. Do I think it will recover? Yes. So one bad earnings is not going to define a company's history. We've got one more earnings report till December, which is when I think a lot of us have our puts open for. So when that comes, I think we're going to be back on track by then. We've still got like 5 months. No. I know you're not, but I'm saying I know there's people that are like, might say that. I definitely know you're not, but I'm just kind of getting out ahead of it. The wheel has worked great this year. Absolutely great. So anyway, what did I want to say? Oh yeah, the weeklies. So let's go over what the weeklies paid out last time. We're going to go over here. Bear with me. I want the most updated one. So let me see. Normally I just type them in, but I got a little lazy, I guess. Last week. Okay, let's do this here. Oh, how about this? AI gave it to me. Amazing. on just a second here. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the site that I always go to. Global News Wire. Let's see. Bear with me. Ah, here we go. Perfect. All right, now, how's the screen been so far? I think I'm more on top of the technology now. I'm either a moron when it comes to technology or I'm more on top of it. You like that for a play on words there? If you like that, smash the like button. 2 thumbs. Remember, 2 thumbs way, way up. All right, let's do this real quick. All right, so I usually estimate for the weeklies because it's a different process and I'm going to start doing it more. But remember, all of these pay out weekly, hence the name. So for Chippy, it was 41 cents last week, 41 and a half. I'm going to predict around 40 cents again. For GPTY was like 31 and a half cents. I'm going to predict around 30 cents. Just a judgment call, just what I think. I could be wrong. I could be right. For LFGY, it was 47 cents last week. I'm going to predict around 45 cents. For QDTY, it was 17 cents last week. I'm going to predict around, I'll say 16 cents. For RDTY, it was 34.6 cents last week. I'm going to predict like 33 cents. For SDTY, it was basically 15 cents. I'm going to predict 14 cents this week. For Alti, our favorite fund, our best ETF, I'm going to also predict what it's been trading at. It's been basically 10 cents a week. I'm going to predict 10 cents again. Then again, it did have a rough week last week, but I'm still going to say, you know what? I'll go 9.5. I'll say 9.5. YMAG was 7.5 cents last week. I'm going to predict 7 cents this week. YMAX was 16.5. I'm going to predict 15 cents this week. Was it black that whole time? This is really pissing me off right now. I've tried so hard. I'm sorry, folks. I forgot to do a tech check in between that. I'm really sorry. Anyway, you can see it now, I assume. I don't understand why I buy a brand new frickin' MacBook and I get this kind of shit. It really pisses me off. Anyway, damn it. I'm sorry, folks. I know I'm back, but that's because I switched tabs again. That's what I have to do. That means the last minute it was black again. What does he say? I think everyone is making dollars right now. Well, except, let me run through this real quick. If I have to edit the middle of this out, I will. All right. This is so annoying. You don't know. I'm trying to just keep my cool right now. All right, let's just do this again. Why not? Because we like doing things twice. Chippy was 41.5 cents last week. I'm going to predict 40 cents this week because I think, it's weekly. It's been trading within that range. GPTY was 31.5 cents last week. I'm going to predict 30 cents this week. Weeklies have been pretty stable. LFGY, 47 cents last week. I'm going to say 45 cents. QDTY was 17 cents last week. I'm going to just predict 15 cents. And these aren't really based on a lot, just a judgment call. I'm not even using the advanced equipment that I have at home. And then for RDTY, 34.6, I'm going to predict like 33 cents. SDTY, 14.6 cents. I'm going to predict 14 cents. Ulti, our favorite one, right? 10 cents. I'm going to predict 9.5 because I think, it had a rough week last week. So I'm going to say 9.5. And again, if the actuals exceed what the estimates are, I'm totally happy with that. I would rather underpromise and overdeliver. Well, in this case, YieldMax is delivering, not me. For YMAG, 7.5 cents, I'm going to predict 7 cents. And for YMAX, 16.46, I'm going to predict 15 cents this week. Group A is weak. Well, it just so happens I have one in Group A, so I have a little bit of a vested interest in them. But yeah, I guess not the favorite group. Yeah, 9.5 for Alti. That's what it's been. I mean, pretty much every week. We can look at that real quick. But like for the last several weeks, and don't worry, I'm not going to do this to you all again. This time I'm going to actually do my tech check that I frustratingly have to do every time I switch tabs. So let's go over here. And we're going to go to Seeking Alpha real quick. And I know if it's black again, you all will promptly let me know without hesitation. There we go. See, that's what I have to do is switch tabs. It's weird. It's really weird how technology works sometimes. All right, so Alti. Oh, I typed it in wrong. Alti. There we go. We said why Ulti no go down. We don't want to jinx ourselves because we said that last week, and then guess what Ulti did? Ulti went down. So we don't want that. Let's see. He said MSTW is doing okay. It went down. Great buying point. SMCY also great buying point. I 100% agree. Looking on the bright side there. 10 prediction. It recovered, right? Thank you. Okay. So I just want to review the weekly dividends just to note how consistent we've been here. Look, so dividend history. Watch it make me want to subscribe to a membership here. Okay, so we've been, look at this, folks, for the last 3 weeks, we've been above 10 cents. And then we were 9.5 cents for the last 2 weeks before then, 9.2, 8.75. So we're averaging out to about 9.5 cents. See the consistency there, folks? Since they went weekly, that's been a very, very consistent pair. Even before the market had fully turned around, it's been a very consistent pair. So I like that strategy. I'm a fan of it. But anyway, as far as the video, we have made our predictions. So let me know what you all think. Definitely smash that like button with 2 thumbs, or if you have more, smash it away. And thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all, watching live. For those of you all that made it, we'll know basically in less than 12 hours what the actual dividends are going to be. So I apologize. I was missing for the last 2 days. Just life got to me. MRNY should go weekly. I agree. Honestly, I think they all should. I think they should go daily and even hourly. Why not? Hey, there's Pirate Justin. Howdy from Houston, Texas. Welcome. Yeah, we were just about to end it, but now that you're here, it's a party. So we got to keep going, right? But yeah, as far as these dividends and stuff, like honestly, I know it's going to happen. Yeah, you're late for class. But honestly, like I know somebody's going to do daily. And you can get daily, basically. You can get it based on how you invest. I even have the list that you can do for daily. In fact, I'll tell you all real quick as bonus content because I have it here. If you all really want daily income, let's see. Monday, you could invest in Maggie. Tuesday, you could be in COIW and PLTW. Wednesday, to pay, I'm saying to pay out, Monday payout Maggie. Tuesday payout COIW and PLTW, Wednesday COII, Thursday YETH and YBTC, and then Friday any YieldMax weekly payer, Ulti, LFEGI, and group payers. None on the weekends, unfortunately. That's something we'll probably see. The next thing they'll say, I want weekend dividends too. I want dividends when I'm sitting on the beach, drinking beer, drinking mimosas, on my jet ski, whatever I'm doing. I want true passive income. I want dividends and then after that, it'll be when I'm on vacation. When I'm actually on vacation, I want Jay to pay me dividends when I'm specifically putting in PTO from work and on vacation, right? Anyway, all right, folks, I think that's going to do it. So we went over that. I gave you some ideas about if you want daily dividends, invest in those funds, basically. Again, not telling you what to do, but it does work. So, hey, thank you all again for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord. And we will see you all tomorrow, hopefully bright and early. Take care. Have a great night. Bye.